Look at Geometer Sketchpad in this video. Geometer Sketchpad is a really useful tool to explore geometric concepts. So a lot of the things we'll do this year, we'll explore some things using Geometer Sketchpad. Really makes it a little more active. So you open it up by looking for GSP in your Launchpad. Ask me for help if you can't find it. But this video is just to talk about some of the tools that we have to create some of the basic things that we have created or seen definitions of so far in the class. So as we look at Sketchpad, I see that I have this big open white space, and that's really where I'm going to do a lot of my sketching, so to speak. Off to the left, I have a whole bunch of tools, right? I've got my tool that just allows me to select things, right? The arrow. I have a point tool. I have a circle tool. I have a line or line segment tool, right? If I hold that down, I can get all these other options. Also, I can get raise. I have a polygon tool. I can do text, right? And a lot of the other ones we won't worry about for now. So let's just start off by creating a couple of these things, and we'll kind of hopefully practice a little bit of our notation as we go through this video as well. So this is the construct a point tool. So I'm going to put 2 points in my plane and go back to my selection tool. So now I have these 2 points. I can move them around. I can do anything I want with them. Okay, notice I can click it and it leaves it selected. I can click the other one. I can have both selected at once, or I could unselect by clicking them again. I can also unselect things by just clicking anywhere in the plane. Okay, so that's a nice way to make sure every now and then I'll just click in the plane to make sure that everything is unselected. So now what I'm going to do, and by the way, it might be helpful to watch this video on your phone or on a separate device if you have an iPad. That way you can do this on the computer as well using Geometer Sketchpad on the computer. So if I click these 2 points, I can go up to my menu and I actually have a lot of construct options. You'll notice if I click construct, I have ones that I can choose. I could choose a segment, I can choose a ray, I can create a line, I can create a circle by center plus the point, right? We won't worry about that one so much for now. And I can do other things, right? I can transform. We're not going to worry about transformations right now. I can measure the distance between these 2 points. I could do a lot of different things. I can put this on a grid if I wanted to. For now, I'm going to start off, I'm going to clear this out. Notice I clicked in the plane, and I'm going to click the A button. Okay, that allows me to do some text if I wanted to. But now if I take that and I go over right there, and notice it turned, the arrow changed a little bit, right? It looks like this, and now it looks black when I'm over the point. Click the point. Now the point is called A. I'm going to do that with the other point. Now I have point B. So now let's think about, well, maybe I want to do a line, right? I click this line option. That was a line segment. I'm going to click and hold and get over there to the arrow. Now if I click these 2 points, I'll notice I can make them a line. I could use the line tool to make another line, right? Again, you can do that, all sorts of things like that. And now I can move these points around and I can see what they look like on the line. Okay? So what I can do now is, let's say I want to get this segment. I'm only interested in that segment. So notice I just clicked A and B again. I'm going to go up to construct, and I could have gotten the same line I just got a minute ago by clicking that, but I'm going to click segment this time. Notice now that I have the segment AB, and I still have line AB. It made it dotted so I can see the difference between the two. Okay, let's say I'm going to measure this. Let's say I get measure of AB. I can get the length of that segment. Okay, so the measure of AB right now is 13.01 centimeters. Right, I can move that all around and I can see what that could do. Okay, let's say I want to create an angle. I'm going to add another point in here. Alright, so I click that point. I have the point selected. I'm going to go over here to the A and I'm going to get that labeled C. Now unselected everything, I'm going to get C and A, and I want to construct a segment. Now I notice I have an angle. Angle A, or I could say angle BAC, or angle CAB. What I want to do now is, let's say I want to measure that angle. I can click B, then A, then C. Notice I went in the order that I would call this thing. And let's say I go to measure, and now I should see angle as an option. And notice it says measure of angle BAC is 25.54 degrees. And I can move these points around, right, just like I was doing before, and I can see that measure changes as we go, right, and we can do some pretty cool stuff with that. So those are the very basics in Geometry Sketchpad that you would want to use in doing these things, right? And just play around. Don't be afraid to explore Geometry Sketchpad to see what you